Regional, Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense takes the field. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, he'll fire. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson, great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buffaloes will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So Clemson's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Back to pass, it's Wolf. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Touchdown, Tiger! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He makes the connection. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He's looking to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. He's going for it all. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They get him down with this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs. And
he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the play fake. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes a catch at the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
The give to the single back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Feeling some heat. He's going to run it. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
Number 10, on to kick it away.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
Just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Here on 2nd down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Pulls and fires complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Wolf. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. They want to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, what a move! And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that. Or
deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads it left. He's got it. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll throw it on 1st down. A strike downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll keep it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bucs! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now and that pass picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Offense getting set for 1st down. He's looking to throw it. They're working that left side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Pressure coming. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Coming after it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Already got a hand on it. It's blocked. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it's...
Oh, he wants it all. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Clemson! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They are up by 7 over Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about. That one, Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
The quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
Quick strike complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. To the ground with the back. Sweet feet on the move. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
I tell you, as a quarterback, it's going to be hard throwing the ball over the middle of the field against this defense because these D linemen are huge and they've got long arms. That was like trying to throw over a 10-foot tall person. Nearly impossible.
Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
Get that touchdown right before the half. Build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he's coming out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
Takes the handoff. It's Burns. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive line, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. 1st and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. Using his legs, it's Harris. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. The Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. It's a draw. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He's got great speed. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Finds his target down the middle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Wolf. Gets it out quickly. Open space at the 20, just plowing ahead. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Clemson set up with another first down. The snap sets up the throw. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going to fire deep. He caught it. Touchdown, Tiger. And the punishment has been extended. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through. Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
And the returner will be brought down. One final play before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Harris. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Got him downfield. Got a lot of running room. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Colorado.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Stanford is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Cardinal on the scoreboard. They're up by 15 over San Jose State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Going deep. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You love to see this. You love to see your running backs getting stronger and wearing defenses down the deeper and deeper we get into this thing. And on that last one with the lead, he was able to find open grass, use his speed, and it's an explosive play before they're finally able to get him out of bounds.
The pitch. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw. It's Wolf. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense. Very lucky to get that football back.
Trying to get to it. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop it. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the back. Not much there on the line. He gets one to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking for a crease. It's Burns. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. They'll try it on the ground. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Makes the grab on the left side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy
fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
But trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
And the Buffaloes will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This time it's complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. The Buffaloes in the hurry up. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Discards a man, and the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Jennings. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield, it's Wolf. Time to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 15. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team.